All right, let's get to work. Happy Wednesday. February 10. We have the Core and More series still in play. Last week we had the 3 similar but subtle different Core and More. Today we have the same as what we did on Monday. So we'll have the 30 plate slides. We're going to have the 10-10 combo. We'll have the 30s coming your way with the 10-10 combos. Again, warm-up meets workout meets components. So let's get ready for that. And then we'll have back and shoulders with our legs and abs. Again, similar to our Monday workout. And then Friday, of course, we will turn the dial up. I'll probably do a time workout on Friday just for sheer brain power. Anyhow, plate slides. We've done it before. Just want to talk about it while you do your 30 plate slides because we did it on Wednesday. Remember, high plank position. Your body doesn't work quite as hard as a low plank position. Low plank position also has a little more mobility components as you do your slides. I'm not saying you have to do low planks. Just know that your body will work harder in that position. And what I'm looking for, or trying to tell you as you're online, is you're not shifting, you're not displacing weight. Your body weight. You are displacing something else, right? So you are moving and displacing weight, but don't create momentum doing so. Again, high plank position. I'm not gonna say easy, but it's a easier on your body position. And then the last but not least is pulling the plate across your body. This is a safer motion versus this one. People get a little shifty and shouldery when they push it across their body, even though it still is technically a pull, but pull it across your body. Hand and feet width do matter. Wider hands, feet, you have a wider base, so less balance required. Narrower hands and feet, harder, you have a less balance, right? You need to increase your body's activation to stay balanced. 30 total plate slides. Then you're gonna get up and do 10 slow regular squats and 10 slow stationary reverse lunges so you get your body warm and loose. Again, 30 plate slides. You won't do it again today or this week. And then you'll have your 10 regular squats and 10 stationary reverse lunges. Breathe, slow. Remember those hips. A lot of motion starts at your hips. There's a lot of motion that comes from your hips. I'm talking about your hip joints. And then you load those legs. Remember that rhythm we've been talking about for months. Hips move, glutes turn on, eyes for posture, don't look down, don't look up, look out in front of you. And that word thighs, reminder, it's a leg exercise, not a back exercise. 10 regular squats and 10 stationary reverse lunges. We have the 5-part warm-up series. Again, we did it on Monday morning. Round or part 2, you have the Russian twist. Again, I would love feet off the ground, and I would love it if you have weights. You don't have to do both, but challenge that body. Touching the ground is gonna be reps. 1, 2, 3. That would be awesome. Hands oppose legs and legs oppose hands, but your upper body is technically rotating on your lower body. Your lower body is not technically rotating. It might shift out of position so you can move and displace weight. And again, you will see people not touch the ground, and that's okay. So then it's going to be revolutions, time under tension. If you're going to eliminate motion, then you're going to slow the motion down or stay in the motion longer or position longer. 30 total Russian twists, big, slow, and they're going to have your 10 sit-ups and your 10 scissors. And I'm referring to vertical scissors. Part 2, 30 Russian twists. I always want to be a little bit ahead of you. 10 sit-ups and 10 scissors. Again, you're thinking vertical scissors when I just use the scissors word. Let's get those bodies turned on today. Core and More series continues. We'll do a different Core and More series next week. Again, the month was meant to spread it out a little bit. Not to necessarily show you new things, but to combo new things. Again, you're going to have the 30 Russian twist, probably done, your 10 sit-ups, and then your 10 scissors. And when I say 10 scissors, I'm referring to the vertical legs going up and down. And of course, I always like things big and slow. Part 3, plank swimmers. Again, preferred you're in a plank position, high plank or low plank. That is preferred. If you despise doing this, can't do it, it hurts, then you can do your slow, regular prone swimmers. Again, high plank, your body doesn't work as hard in the position. However, high plank on swimmers, you do incorporate a lot more balance. Low plank position, again, your body will always naturally work harder in the position. And then, of course, you have a little more mobility on the low plank. So give them a shot. High plank, a lot more balance, as long as you challenge the motion. Low plank, a little bit more mobility of the factor, but again, your body works harder in a low plank. 30 plank swimmers, again, take your time. 10 wide squats and 10 alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. You did them on Monday, except for Rob. Rob was here, so he didn't do these on Monday, but here he is doing it now. And Rob, I might give you unless you want to watch the beach workout, the recorded Monday one would be the opposite of this workout today. Hips, 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 glutes, 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 eyes, 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 thighs, thighs, thighs. Remember, wide squats, if you maintain and or increase motion compared to your regular squat, will be known as your flexibility squat. 10 alternating, balancing, lengthening, stiff-legged deadlifts. Remember, you are technically not stretching. You are lengthening your contracted hamstrings, glutes, lower back. And when you have weight in your hands, which is not right now, you would initially contract those muscles more, and then you would lengthen them to the best of your abilities. 10 wide squats, 10 alternating stiff-legged deadlifts. When that's done, you're going to be in that same Russian twist position, but you're going to do horizontal scissors. And I like those big, slow, wide scissors. And if you can see, I do cross my legs, and I switch how I cross my legs. Is it magical? No. But if you're talking about hip activation and core activation, mixing that up a little bit would be great for the flexibility, mobility, activation of your hip muscles and hip joints. Again, is it magical? No. But if you only crossed right over left the whole time, well, you would eventually create an imbalance. 30 on your horizontal scissors, slowly, 10 reverse crunches, and 10 runners. So you might feel a little hippy this round, and I'm referring to your hip muscles, not your state of mind. Abs, breathe. Your legs are moving because of your abs and your core. And of course the horizontal scissors, your legs are moving because of your legs and your hips and your motion, right? 10 slow reverse crunches and 10 slow ab runners. You're laying on your ground for those slow ab runners. Breathe. Focus. Wednesday morning. Let's get after it. Let's go. Again, today will feel like Monday. And of course, it will feel kind of slow, even though we never rest. Tempo will be controlled. We'll have our back shoulders. We'll have our lunges and our squats for rhythm. We'll have our abs, obliques, core. Last part is your elevator planks. If you despise them, hate them, don't want to do them, you can do your V-ups if you want to do V-ups, which I know is not the same. But my selling point to you today, like Monday, if you go slow, up is 1, down is 2. If you go quick because you think it's better, then up and down is 1, so it'd be 30 revolutions. So slow is 30 reps, and quick is 30 revolutions. Just like many things, time under tension. Breathe. 30 on your elevator planks or walking planks. If you do them slow, up is 1, down is 2. If you're stubborn and you think more is better or faster is better, then you get to do revolutions. And then the last part of the day is your narrow squats and your stationary forward lunges. Hips, lots of motion. The more those hips move, the better your motion is. The more muscles you turn on, the less joints you'll irritate. And breathe. 10 narrow squats and 10 stationary forward lunges. Step, load, push yourself back on a stationary forward lunge. And that will be the end of our core and more today. We'll probably skip the core and more on Wednesday because I might be on the beach and you'll be at home, and maybe it'll be snowy here. I see there's going to be a lot of snow. Again, 10 narrow squats, 10 stationary forward lunges. End of the core and more today. As you're finishing up your circuit, we need to get ready for our work. Our work is going to be laying on something lat pull overs. We'll have the ladder on our lat pull overs. We're going to have a pyramid on our shoulder presses. And then we're going to have this circuit, we're going to have our alternating legs. And I'm going to let you mix and match. So it's going to be more of a rhythm thing. Okay, so as you're getting your space ready, you can lay on the ground, you can lay on a bench, you can lay on a ball for your lat pullovers. I join you, for the most part, not having a lot of tools. If you have a bench or ball, the nice thing is you would not be on the ground this circuit. If you don't have a bench or ball, then you will be on the ground this circuit. Your lat pullovers, I am going to add the 30. I didn't have the 30 the other day. You're going to have your 30 down by 5 on your lat pullovers. That's 105 lat pullovers. You're going to have your pyramid on your push. 10, 20, 30, 20, 10 on your shoulder press. Again, the shoulder press, you can sit tall or stand tall, right? The pulling of the lats, the pushing of the shoulders. And then you're going to have your always 20, and you can do any alternating legs. And like the other day, I want to add subtle weight distribution, and I'll talk about it when you get there. Round 1, 30 lat pullovers. Relax your hands, relax your arms, and again, the quickest thing to see, are you bending and straightening your arms? No. The answer is no, Chris, I'm not bending and straightening my arms. You can keep your elbows slightly bent. You can keep your elbows more bent. You don't really want them perfectly straight, but you do want to lengthen your lats, and you want to pull with your lats, not push with your triceps. Skull crushers and overhead triceps look very similar. If you Google lat pullovers, you'll see people sitting on the edge of the bench using a really heavy dumbbell, and they'll have a bigger elbow bend, but you will not see them bending and straightening their elbow. 30 lat pullovers. We're going to go down by 5. You have to lay on something on your lat pullovers. If you happen to be in a gym or able to do this at the gym, then you'd be potentially lat pull downs. You got your table lat pull downs, you got machine lat pull downs. And again, I think most of you, because I've seen it, when you walk in here, it's like the second I even say back, and you just start walking into the lat pull downs. That's pretty cool. So many lat pullovers at home. Round 1, 30 lat pullovers, 10 on your shoulder push. We're going to do a pyramid on your pushing. Sitting tall or standing tall is going to be 10, 20, 30, 20, 10 on your shoulder press. And then I do want to talk about the legs while you're doing your shoulder press. Like the other day, I want you to hold one weight and potentially a heavy weight. Okay? The other day we had the right leg progression and the left leg progression. This circuit is going to be your lunges, and you can do any. I really shouldn't say lunges. Any alternating leg. You can do stationary forward, stationary reverse, walking forward, walking reverse, lateral lunges, step ups, stiff leggeds. Always 20 total alternating reps. But I want you to have the one weight like you had on Monday. Bad one. When you have the same arm, same leg going, it's super loading or unilateral load. When you have the opposite arm, opposite leg going, it's bilateral load or cross balance. Always 20 alternating, and you can mix them up, and I'll repeat them many times. However, everybody on this call should be very familiar with the alternating legs. Any lunge, stationary, forward, reverse, lateral, walking forward or backwards, alternating stiff leggeds and step ups. So your legs are always 20. Mix up your hands so your hands don't get too tired. 5 sets of the legs, that's 100 on the alternating legs this circuit. Later on, we'll do our 15s on these squats or the non-alternating legs. You'll see that. Round 2, 25 lat pullovers, just a little bit less. And then you're gonna have your 20 on your shoulders pushing. More, always 20 on your legs. So like Monday, if you can add intensity, if you can add pace, if you can control your tempo and maintain load and motion, go get it. You don't have to wait for me. However, lat pullovers are probably one of the longest controlled motions. And of course that depends on the load you have. If you have a really, really heavy dumbbell, you might lose a little bit of motion, but you're gonna have a lot of load. If you have 8-pound dumbbells and you need to go slow in time under tension, again, there's your load. Round 2, 25 lat pullovers, 20 on your shoulder press, sitting tall or standing tall, and then you're gonna have your 20 on your alternating legs. Simple, smooth, effective. I didn't say easy. It might feel like you can add a little bit of intensity today, although very similar numerically to the other day. Workouts like this, it might feel a little faster. You might feel like you can crank it up a tiny bit more. Again, I want to be a little bit ahead of you so you know what to do. You don't have to wait for me. My number one rule, don't lose motion. When it comes to strength training, try to maintain your load and motion. Control your tempo. Round 2, 25 lat pullovers, 20 on your shoulder push. Always 20 on your alternating legs. Mix up your hands. I don't want your right hand getting tired or your left hand getting tired. Breathe, focus, work. If you choose walking forward lunges or stationary reverse lunges or alternating stiff-legged deadlifts, you're choosing pulling exercises. a little more hamstring glutes. Don't get me wrong, you do get quads too. You can always asterisk the step-ups, depends on the height of the step-up. So that's pushing or pulling mindset, hamstrings, quads. If you choose walking reverse lunges or stationary forward lunges or stationary lateral lunges, you're choosing pushing quad focused legs. But again, you're also getting some hamstrings too. But today's mindset is pace, rhythm, intensity, subtle, right? Subtle weight distribution exercises. You don't have to think about it. Round 3, when you get there, 20 lat pullovers is a little bit less. 30 is the peak of the pyramid on your shoulders pushing, and then you'll be on your third set of legs. Breathe. Focus. Work. Round 3, when you get there, 20 lat pullovers. It's decreasing. Maybe your load is increasing. Physical weight, time under tension, focus, all those wonderful things. You can increase the mindset of an exercise as the reps decrease. That burn's going to come from those shoulder presses. 30 on the shoulder press. And the work comes from not resting, pulling to pushing to legs. Rest can be really low, pace can be high, intensity can be high. Again, you have to lay on something on lat pullovers. If you have the tools, lat pull downs, great choice. You're pushing, sitting tall, standing tall. Again, dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, wine bottles, whatever you can do to push something above your head. And of course, it's a vertical shoulder press. You have adjustable benches, you'd be at a higher angle. You have machines for those things. Round 3, 30 shoulder press. Again, you can turn that dial up. Don't wait for me. Round 3, 20 on your lat pullovers, 30 on your shoulder press. And then again, always 20, alternating legs, mixing up your hands. Monday we had the 5 different right legs mixing up your hands. You had the 5 different left legs. So when you had to wait for the instruction, it might have slowed you down a tiny bit. So although very, very similar numerically, today can feel a lot harder, a lot more intense. A little bit less thinking, more just go get it and do it. Again, round 3, 20 on your lat pullovers. You have to lay on something. 30 on your shoulder press. You need to be tall, sitting tall, standing tall, vertically tall. 20 alternating legs. Mix up the hands. You got alternating stationary lunges, forward, reverse, lateral, alternating stiff-legged deadlifts, alternating step-ups. If you have space, walking forward, walking backwards lunges. Turn the dial up. Come on. It's Wednesday. Again, trying to be a little bit ahead of you so you don't have to think, you don't have to rest. Round 4 is 15 lat pullovers. So we're starting to get down there on those lat pullovers. You're going to go down that pyramid, 20 on your shoulder press. So this round, you're going to start feeling that pace, that quickness. And then you're going to have your 4th set of your alternating legs. Don't wait for me. Don't lose motion. Increase your intensity. Hopefully increase your load, physical or time. Focus and work. Mindset on lat pullovers. Shoulder blades, right? Your shoulders are backing down. And I know it's weird when you're putting weight above your head, right? Shoulders are backing down. You're lengthening those lats. You're squeezing those lats. Pretend, well, tickling sounds kind of weird to say in the morning, but pretend you're trying to stop somebody from tickling your armpits, right? You got to really contract and squeeze those lats. Again, I can't really think of another analogy besides getting something out of your armpits, right? Squeezing those lats and minimal hands and minimal arms and pulling on your 15 lat pullovers. Lat pullovers and stiff-legged deadlifts, the more load you put on the muscle, the more it will contract, and then the mindset of lengthening those contracted muscles. Round 4, 15 lat pullovers, 20 shoulder press. Don't wait for me. Turn that dial up. Work on a Wednesday morning. 20 shoulder press. We're going back down that pyramid. Remember, your pace can really increase. You can start really feeling this workout. And then you'll be on the 4th set of your alternating legs. And I'm just dabbling between them so you can see the little changes you can make. Monday, you had the stationary reverse lunge, the stationary forward lunge, the stiff-legged deadlift, the lateral lunge, and the hip bridge. Today, an alternating leg. You've done this, let's go. Lats pulling, shoulders pushing, legs alternating, subtle weight distribution on the legs. The burn is on the shoulder push. The lat is a slow, mindful, long pulling movement. And again, I want to push you a tiny bit. I want to nudge you a tiny bit. That round 4 is 15 lat pullovers, 20 shoulder push, 20 on the legs. Round 5, last round of the combos, and then you have the one more set of 5 lat pullovers. I know it seems tedious. Do you have to do it? I mean, you don't have to, but that would make it 105 on the lat pullovers. Round 5, 10 lat pullovers, 10 on your shoulder push, and then you're gonna have your last alternating legs. And then you're going to be on the ground anyway, so you got the 5 lat pullovers. And then we're going to have a 25, 25, 25, 25. We're going to have an oblique ab middle for 100 reps. And then we'll get the next circuit done. Nice thing about today is nothing would imbalance you between the 2 circuits. Whereas Monday they did. We got a right side and a left side. 10 lat pullovers, long, lengthening, contracting, 10 shoulder press, 20 on the alternating legs for the last time today. Later on, we'll be doing 15 on any of your non-alternating legs. Again, same idea of weight distribution. Turn it up, let's go, turn it up. Remember, the reason I want you to alternate your legs and mix up your hands is so you can sneaky get unilateral motion comboed with bilateral motion. And then you want to mix up your hands. Your quads and hamstring glutes always turn on, but it's which ones and how much of the others, and the tall, the core body. You got your vastus lateralis, your outer quad. You got your vastus medialis, your inner quad. Your vastus intermedialis is the top little one, right? Quadriceps femoris is the big one. You bruise that one, woo. So when you hear somebody get a quad contusion, it's primarily what gets contused. It protects your bone. You got your semitendinosus, your outer hamstring, your semimembranosus, your inner hamstring, your bicep femoris, the main big hamstring. Lots of things. Your glute minimus and medius, your upper posterior hip glute area. They all turn on a little differently as you do the weight distribution exercises. Again, round 5 was 10 pullover, 10 shoulder press, 20 legs, and then just do the 5 pullovers, and then don't wait for me as I talk about the abs and obliques. After your 5 lat pullovers, you're gonna do 25 sit-ups or toe touches. Slow them down, whatever you choose. 25 sit-ups or toe touches. Then you're gonna do 25 right obliques and 25 left obliques. But guess what? You're already on the ground. You might as well stay on the ground for either double lateral leg lifts or hip dips or side crunches. Remember, I like that one, but today I do either double lateral leg lifts or hip dips. 25 sit-ups or toe touches, 25 right obliques, 25 left obliques, and then 25 reverse crunches or V-ups. Notice I chose harder, bigger rectus abdominis abs. It's 100 total reps. You're gonna do it now, and then you'll do it again at the end of the workout if you have time. And again, Monday you had the option of doing 50 abs in the middle and 50 abs at the end. I think we did the middle ones, but not a lot of people did the end ones. And that was just because of time. 25 sit-ups or toe touches, 25 right obliques and 25 left obliques and 25 reverse crunch or V-ups. Nice little 100 rep middle, more than what you did the other day, because the circuit we did, same numbers. We actually added the 30 to start, and it should have been a hair shorter, just strictly based on rhythm. Let's talk about obliques. I'm going to talk about obliques. You do your obliques. When you do your obliques, the downside on hip dips is pushing you up. You got to take the weight, the essence of weight, out of your elbows and your heel. Take it out of your arms, take it out of your shoulders, take it out of your legs. Easier said than done. Some people prefer the elevated hip bridge. Their elbow is up on a bench or couch because they can get more motion. And that's all fine and dandy as long as you don't create momentum and you actually push yourself back up with the downside obliques. That's the hip dip. So the double lateral leg lift is probably the most loaded oblique you can do at home. Your legs are being pulled up by your obliques. Again, take your body weight, divide it by 2, potentially. That's how much load you can put on the upside oblique. But again, the down leg likes to help and blah, 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 blah. 25 sit-up or toe touch, 25 right oblique, 25 left oblique, and then 25 either V-ups or reverse crunches. That'll be your 100 abs and obliques. And you'll hopefully do them again at the end of your workout. Breathe, focus, work, stay mindful. Again, so you hear it one more time, not so you go faster, not so you stop doing what you're supposed to be doing with your abs and obliques. You have the 25 sit-up or toe touch, the upper body motion ab, the 25 right obliques, the 25 left obliques, and then the 25 V-ups or reverse crunches. Again, the lower body, the hip motion abs. That's 100 reps. When you're ready, Your shoulders pulling are going to be the 30 down by 5. You can do upright rows if you want upright rows. You got your any shoulder raises. In fact, if you want my vote, I would do either a front raise or a lateral raise in this circuit. That's just my vote. That's based on the tools you have or not. But again, upright rows, or you got the front raise or lateral raise. That's going to be your 30 down by 5. And again, I recommend it because the combo is going to be your trap rows, and that's going to be your pyramid of 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. So the front raise, you got your anterior deltoid, pec minor, lateral raise, again, a little bit of pec minor, deltoids, upper traps. So mix up your 30 down by 5, shoulders pulling, your trap rows, again, at home. You got your dumbbells or kettlebells or barbells, trap rows. Remember, nothing's going to balance you. There's no right or left if you got to leave. Your non-alternating legs, like regular squat, wide squat, narrow squat. You got your stiff-legged RDLs. You've got your ball squats. Those are all going to be 15. And again, mix up your hands, right? A little right hand and a little left hand. I don't want both hands having weight on your legs today, or from Monday for that matter. 30 shoulders pulling. Remember, round 1 is going to feel long because you learn the new exercises. Round 2, right, feels long because of the reps. Round 3, kind of similar, and then it gets real quick. When you do your rows, unless you have a cable row or a machine row, or if you have a TRX, you would be in a different body position than a bent over row. This is going to be 10, 20, 30, 20, 10, like your shoulders pushing was earlier. Round 1, 30 shoulders pulling, 10 trap rows. Mix up your hands on your non-alternating legs. Wide squat, the weight is definitely in the middle. Regular squat, I would do middle or I would do up for that core engagement if you're on regular squats. Narrow squats, you have the weight down outside, right? You want to mix up those legs. Stiff-legged RDLs, remember I do use the slash because of the weight associated. I would say both hands always go down so you stay square, but you mix up what hand has the weight. And of course, I didn't bring a ball here either because not a lot of you have a ball. Stability ball squats. The weight would be down outside on your stability ball squat. So wide squat, weight down in the middle. Regular squat, weight up on body preferred. Narrow squat, weight outside. Stiff-legged, both hands go down. Mix up the hand. Ball squat, weight outside. Always 15 on your non-alternating legs. So round 1 was 30 shoulders pulling, 10 trap rows, 15 on your non-alternating legs. Round 2, 25 shoulders pulling. Remember, you can turn that dial up. You can flat out go get after it. However, don't lose motion. Adjust load, control tempo, shoulders pulling, trap rows is also pulling, non-alternating legs are always 15. And of course I did start a couple minutes late, that's my fault. We'll finish up, right? If you have time at the end of the circuit to do one more of the ab obliques, awesome. If you don't have time, awesome. Nothing's going to imbalance you. Round 2, 25 shoulders pulling, 20 on your trap rows. My only request when you're doing bent over rows, as the reps increase, acknowledge you might need to stand up and shake it off, because there is good time under tension, and then there's the I've been in position too long, and your lower back won't like that. So although you're safe because you're strong, be mindful that you're in the position for a long time. 10, 20, 30, 20, 10 on your bent rows. Always 15 on your non-alternating legs. And we're just going to say weight distribution with your single weight. Narrow squats, weight outside. Wide squats, weight inside. Regular squats, weight up on shoulders. Stiff-legged, both hands go down so you stay square. Mix up the hand. Ball squats, the weight is outside your legs. Round 2, 25 shoulders pulling. 20 trap rows. 15 on your non-alternating legs. Turn the dial up. Let's go. Turn the dial up. Round 3, 20 on your shoulders pulling. We're slowly getting down there. 30 on the trap rows. We're on the peak of the pyramid. This round will feel hard, tough. Try to get rid of your hands. Front raise, lateral raise would be preferred. You've got your upright rows if you want them, totally good. Upper traps, middle traps, they're gonna work a lot this circuit. Again, if your hands are part of the equation, shake off your hands. Take a big deep breath. Round 3, 20, shoulders pulling, 30 on your trap rows. For those that need to do single arm rows, right, because of the weight, maybe you only have a pair of 815s and you want to hold both weights in one hand. Maybe you don't do it on 30, but when you go back down the pyramid, the only downside is you have to do 20 each side on your rows and 10 each side on the rows. So it just takes a little longer. But that's only if you have one pair of 15s and you want to hold the weight in one hand. I don't know who would do such a thing. I love it. I don't know. Call me crazy. Round 3, 20 shoulders pulling, 30 trap rows. This round's long, but trap rows don't take nearly as long as lat pullovers, and shoulder presses burn more. Trap rows, you're just in the position for a long time, so be mindful to that. 15 on your non-alternating legs. Again, holding a heavy weight in one hand, mixing up the hands. Regular squat, wide squat, narrow squat, ball squat, stiff-legged RDLs, load, weight distribution. You're turning on the same muscles you always turn on. You're going to turn them on differently when you do weight distribution exercises. 15 is the number on those squats. And again, just so I'm a little ahead of you, so you know what to do, so you don't have to think about it, right, go, 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 turn it up. Round 3 was 20, shoulders pulling, 30 trap rows, 15 on the legs. Round 4, you're going down, 15 on the shoulders pulling, 20 on those rows, 15 on your legs. Remember, you're almost done. If you want the one more ab oblique circuit, do the one more ab oblique circuit. But like Monday, same numbers I did add around. The 30s happened today, making the circuit just a little bit more involved. Again, shake those hands off if you need to. 15, shoulders pulling. 20, trap rows. 15 on your legs. As you're doing this, just to give you educational pieces, there are high rows, right, upright rows, then there's higher bent rows, that's upper back. Then as you get lower, the lower you go, it's supposed to go lower in the traps. So if I can get way down here, I'm not saying it's better for you. you get middle, lower traps. The lower you go, as long as you maintain that same motion, the lower the pressure, the force, the tension on the traps. The higher you go, hence upright rows, upper traps. Your traps are huge, big old diamond in your back. So the higher you row, the higher it's up on your traps. The lower you row, the lower it is on your traps. But you need to be careful of the position. Round 4, 15 shoulders pulling, 20 trap rows. You're almost done. You've got your 15 on your non-alternating legs. Round 5, you got the 10 shoulders pulling, the 10 on your trap rows. Your last set of legs. I would love the last set of 5 shoulders pulling if you have it in you. 250 core and more to start your workout again. You have the, oh geez, a lot. 210 plus 180, what is that, 390 upper body reps today. Woo, okay. You have the 175 weight distribution legs, not counting the core and more series. Currently, you've already got 100 abs obliques in the books. If you have time to do one more, cool. If you don't, cool. Wednesday. Round 5, 10 shoulders pulling, 10 trap rows. Last 15 on the legs, 5 shoulders pulling. You're either done or do one more round of the abs and obliques. Same numbers, 25, 25, 25, 25. And that's just a good old-fashioned workout today, good old Wednesday. Back, shoulders, weight distribution legs, core and more. 5 workouts yielding 1,400, that's 1,400 core and more exercises. You know that's crazy, right? That's just the core and more workout warm-ups. Again, round 5, 10 shoulders pulling, 10 trap rows, 15 on the weight distribution legs, and then 5 shoulders pulling. Again, you're either done or you do one more loop of your abs and obliques. Get it. Turn that dial up. If you gotta go, say goodbye, have a great day. If you are not going to be in class on Friday, please let me know. I'm going to send a backup workout just in case. Rob, you could do the Monday recorded workout, which is the opposite of this workout, if you want to. If you would like to see the beach and the scenery and all the things. For me, it'll be 8 a.m. For you, it'll be 6 a.m. And of course, my little beans will be there with me, so, you know. There's no late night dancing at the zoo, you know what I mean? And of course, there is always a risk factor in this, so if anything does happen COVID-wise, I would stay there and keep training you guys online, but we'll be very, very safe like we've been. We got our wellness formula, we got our elderberries, we'll be masked and sanitized and chlorinated in the pool and tequila'd in the body. All those things are gonna happen soon. Again, if you want the last ab oblique, do the last ab oblique, 25 sit-ups or toe touches, 25 right obliques, 25 left obliques, and then 25 reverse crunch or V-ups. Finish strong. Ladies, feel free to stretch out, get warm, get loose. You can walk, you can do as you wish. Stretch, don't talk to these guys, they're really mean.
Yes.
Finish strong. If you're doing it, awesome. 25 sit-ups or toe touches, 25 on your right obliques, 25 left obliques, 25 reverse crunch or V-ups. That would be 200 abs and obliques, 390 up body, back and shoulders, 175 legs, weight distribution legs, 250 core and more. Happy Wednesday, everybody.